now tuned in to Beyond the Blacktop. If you follow sports, we your one-stop shop, cause we cover them all, even if they don't got a ball. Big league or small, see that's Hutch, and it's me, Cody. Can't forget about my main man's Breesties with the live streaming or not. Topics always gonna be hot on Beyond the Blacktop. This is Beyond the Blacktop. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Beyond the Blacktop podcast. It's your host, Hutch, and today we have a special episode. Joining me, Breon, and Cody is a special guest, Julius from Orlando, Florida.
What up, Julius?
Thank you
Thank you for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Yep. So for this special podcast for everybody, Julius will be our soccer analyst, if it were, because I'm sure he knows more than me, Cody, and Breon combined. Even though I feel like I know quite a bit, he probably knows a whole heck of a lot more.
We're learning together.
Yep.
He's keeping the flow with me, boy.
So we'll have three topics. I'm gonna pose a question to all three of y'all. The second question or topic is going to be the NFL. Then we'll finish off with some soccer. So to start it off, I got asked this question a couple weeks ago by somebody at the gym, and I thought it was very interesting. So all three of you have played some kind of competitive sport, of course, whether it be in high school or college. So the question is this. I'm sure you guys have like very positive experiences in each of your sports that you've played. Is there a experience or bad one that you would take to the grave that when you look back on it, you're like, damn, I've kind of fucked that up. Damn. But then you're like, it's not that bad, but I've taken this shit to the grave. I don't want to talk about this ever again.
Okay, so let me ask a question to your question. When you say I'm gonna take this to the grave, do you mean like something that like we did bad, or like something we regret, or like how do you what's the
So here, I'll give you mine to give you an idea.
Okay.
So we set the stage here. All right. It was senior year, high school football. I think we were playing like Fox. I don't know. It was far as hell. Maybe we were playing Festus. I can't remember. I think they were wearing red and white jerseys. We were down by 2 touchdowns, I think. And it was the second half. It was like maybe like 4 minutes left. We had stopped them in their own half of the field. They had the punt from like their own 5 or something crazy like that. And I was the punt returner. So we're down two scores, and we stopped, big stop. If I get a good return, we could score this, or I could take this to the house myself because it's not that far. So I'm like hyping myself up back there. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to take this to the crib. Ooh, I'm high. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait. They hike it. Now, since I'm all the way in the back, I see everything happening. It's a fake, right? They faked the punt. And so we are trying to block this punt. So they're all in the backfield. And so I see on the left side, the wide receiver streaking down the field. Nobody. Corner got duped. I don't know what happened. And I'm like, oh, shit. And the ball goes in the air. I'm like, oh, shit, I got to get this. I'm about to get this and take it to the crib. It's a duck. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going. I'm tracking it down. I'm looking at the receiver. I'm going. I'm like, yeah, this is about to be mine. We both go up for it at the same time. I put my hands up. He puts his arms right underneath mine. Ball goes through my arms into his arms. He catches and we both go down. And when I tell you, my coach was so unbelievably mad. He was pissed because looking back on it,
rightfully so.
Looking back on it, it was 4th down. All I had to do was bat the ball down, and we get it on like their 10. But I was so amped up, I was like, I'm about to take it to the crib. Nope. No, they get it. They kick a field goal. Now we're down 17-0 going into halftime. And I couldn't look none of my teammates in the eye for the rest of the game. I was sick. because we lost all momentum right there with that stop. So
Can I ask a question?
What's up?
Did they ever let you do a punt return again?
Yes, they did. All right.
Good.
I was the punt returner. All right, punt and kick. So they did let me. Hey, later in the game, I had like a 25-yard punt return. It was pretty good, but yeah, that was a rough one for me.
I would have tried to run a fake on you every time now. I would have tried you so many more times after seeing film. Yeah.
So yeah, that was my. I'm taking this to the grave. I don't want to talk about it ever again, but talking about it now. So that's my example. That.
Okay.
So, do y'all have anything like that, close to that?
I've definitely botched my fair share of catches.
Same.
So I can't really say nothing on that.
There's nothing specifically that stands out.
Okay, specifically that stands out in the sense of like in like that aspect. I actually don't really have one. But what I would take to my grave that I'm gonna spit out now is that like when I was in high school, this is like off topic / on topic. When I was in high school, I didn't write a paper that I needed to write in order to play the game. I did it hella last minute, and it was my senior year. I didn't write this paper, so I didn't get to play in our playoff game. And the trainer or my athletic director, not unshout out to him, he was honestly a terrible person. And he was like, I got it in. I got the paper in. And the teacher was like, all right, he's good to go. But it was like at the end of the day. And he's like, it's okay. You'll just won't play this game. You'll play the next one. And we didn't win. They didn't win that playoff game. So I didn't even get to play my last senior year game of high school football. Fully on me. As a grown man now, I can take responsibility or take full responsibility for it. So I didn't get to play my last game of high school. And to this day, all my friends say it's my fault that we lost, which is like understandable, but like we shouldn't have lost.
Y'all fault we lost. Y'all played, I didn't.
Yeah, right. We shouldn't have lost to them, but we did, and they were all blaming me because one of the star players wasn't playing. That's more of like that. That's not more of like a take to my grave. That's more of just like I needed to lock in, and I didn't lock in for my team. Full responsibility on me. Mm-hmm.
If only ChatGPT existed back then, you would have been.
Facts. I would have had that paper done.
You would have put in the prop in the morning. Done.
Right. But I shouldn't even have let it get to that point. So it's still full on me. It's on me.
Fair enough. Cody, you got anything?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bro. I actually don't. I mean, like I said, like Brian said, I played receiver in high school, so I had my first share of drops. Played corner, had my first share of missed tackles.
That I never did.
I had some embarrassing ones, but nothing like game determining, nothing like that. But I will say, my junior year, I didn't try out for the basketball team at all, and I feel like I should have because that was like one of my best years. I think just playing around, period. But I let the coach get to my head and let him having his favoritism outshadow the fact that I still wanted to play and I would love basketball. So that's one thing I do regret in high school is not still trying out because I could have made that team, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I could have made that team. And I was gonna play for Jason Tatum's dad that year. But,
you tweaked.
I mean, he's the one that told me not to try out because he had a team already selected.
That's crazy though. I heard he was a terrible person anyway. No, I'm sorry, no disrespect.
He's a unique person, bro. Just know my freshman year of football, I was a freshman. I wasn't getting no clock on varsity at all. So I left and started focusing on basketball. And when I went to try out, he told the JV coach, "Oh, don't trust him. He's going to quit on you." Bro, watch out. Go focus on your people, bro. End up being one of the best players on JV.
Hey, go prove him wrong.
Every time.
Julius, you got anything?
I do actually. So, like I told you guys before, I used to run track but then I also did swimming very, very briefly. Uh, so I got talked into it. I had a bunch of friends on the swimming team, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's not hard at all. It's fun." It was all the people in my classes. So I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, this year I'll try it." I think it was my junior year. Um, Came very unprepared. That's all I'll say. Is I didn't buy goggles, so that I got. Yup, you already know. I saw James's face, bro. I was walking first. Okay, first off, it's so early in the morning. It was at like 5:30 that we had practice. Like 5:36. I had to be there super early. Didn't show up with goggles. Everyone else was wearing a Speedo, and I was like, I ain't on that. And so I showed up in swim trunks, and not even like 2 laps in, my eyes are burning. There's like crusties coming down. I'm getting a Charlie horse in the pool, and I was like, I thought I was a good swimmer, bro. I went like maybe one more day, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. I was crying in the hallways because of just my eyes were
Yo.
bloodshot. My eyes were bloodshot
That chlorine
all
was doing
day,
you dirty.
and I was like, so definitely a
Yeah.
regret. I shouldn't have been talked into that.
That's freaking hilarious,
That is
bro.
pretty
I
funny.
know that's got to be crazy cardio, bro.
Oh
Some
yeah,
cardio
yeah, yeah.
you've never really experienced.
No. I
Bro,
must have
that's
saw
like
Phelps, and I was feeling it, but no, it didn't happen.
that's like when my homie in college used to always tell the people, he's like, my sport is your punishment because he ran track in college. He was like, what I do for fun, you have to do when you're when you're punished. This is what I do daily.
That's
So
right.
it was
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Crazy respect for people that are good at it and that
Oh yeah, bro.
that have that
When I
cardio.
first started swimming
Yeah.
and realizing how much it takes to swim laps,
Oh, rough.
newfound respect
Yeah,
instantly.
yeah, 100%.
Great cardio though.
It
Cause
is.
I don't know
Yeah.
how Phelps. I don't know how Phelps moved through the water like that, bro.
Oh, because he's a freak athlete. That's why.
He
Dude got
cuts
10
through,
feet
like,
long wingspan, dude.
Yeah,
Could
he's a
reach
freak.
around and give himself a high five. That's like, what?
bro. He cuts through the water like a knife, bro.
So the
Stop
reason
there.
I wanted to ask this question is because when I was talking to my friend, we were talking about, looking back on the things that we were playing and what we were doing, and at that time thinking like, when I went to state and track and I lost, I was like so upset. I was pissed. I was like, man, this is terrible. I shouldn't even showed up. This was horrible. But then you look back on it and you're just like, dude, I was there. I went to state in Jefferson City racing against all these dudes. That was crazy. But at the time I was like, this sucks. I hate being here. And you're just like, man, I did that. So that's how that turned into that conversation of what we take to the grave, the bad stuff we did. All right, so moving on to second topic of the day, because it's heating up in the NFL. I think the league starts in a couple weeks, right? September 4th, I think is the first game.
2 more weeks.
So this the age-old question, man. Who do y'all like? Who? And let me, through the training camp, even though Breon says training camp doesn't mean shit.
Not necessarily. That's not. It is fine. Just continue.
Off-season moves, how they looked at the end of last season. Who do y'all like, man? Because I got a hot take of who I don't like. Y'all not gonna be surprised. So, no. But
Never mind.
I like the St. Louis Rams. I said the St. Louis Rams. I like the LA Rams.
Bro, it's the STLA, bro. STLA Rams, bro.
I think the LA Rams is gonna shock a lot of people.
Okay, that's not so much of a hot take for me. I was gonna say the Rams.
Oh,
That's a good sleeper. It's a good sleeper pick. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say the Rams. the Lions, which is not a hot take. That's just is what it is.
You wait, hold on.
And then-
Interesting thing about that though. They lost their good coaching staff. Do you think that'll have any effect?
Maybe a little at first, but overall, no.
Okay.
I think these first couple of games might be some growing pains, obviously, because they did lose a defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator, but I think it'll still end up. It's Campbell, bro. Campbell's a great coach, dog. He's gonna figure it out, but there might be some growing pains for sure.
Okay, I feel that.
And then, I think this is gonna be crazy because I did get my first opportunity with this team. So I got my first opportunity with the Kansas City Chiefs, right?
Mhm.
But I think the Bills beat them this time.
So you got them matching up again, though.
I got them matching up again, yes, of course.
So here's
But I think the Bills goes the distance.
so that goes into my hot take. And I'm not saying they're gonna miss the playoffs. That's not what they're gonna make the playoffs. But I don't think they're gonna do that good. They're gonna be got Patrick Mahomes, and he's gonna will them to the playoffs regardless. We all know that. But it's just that Kelsey at the end of the last season wasn't looking very good. Both of their star wide receivers, are in trouble off the field, or one of them more so than the other. He's gonna get suspended like 9 games, 8 or 9 games, because of what he's been doing. And I didn't see anything else that they did that was of significance.
Wait.
Fine. I'm not as versed.
I'm like, Julius don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm wearing a Man City shirt. I'm here for the soccer. But hold on. Tell me about this controversy because I'm curious now. Now I'm like, hold on. How many games do you think? Oh yeah, go ahead.
9 games.
9, probably half the season.
What
probably.
did he do?
Which I get them both. It's not Worthy. It's Rashee Rice. I think I get them both mixed up.
Right.
Rashee Rice, if I remember correctly, I should probably get my facts straight if I'm being honest, but I'm pretty sure it was he was beating on somebody.
Oh, okay.
Domestically, if it were, and they frown upon that unless you're Ray
Yeah,
Rice.
as we should.
Unless your Ray Rice is crazy.
And I hate to talk bad about people, but he also had a super dangerous hit and run.
Oh, that
incident
too.
Damn. Okay.
Where he damn near could have killed some people on the highway.
Yeah.
He didn't. Thank goodness.
He was moving,
But
crazy.
that was
Crazy
last
accident.
year. But like it was last year, but like they're bringing it up this year to where he might have like they're not bringing it up. It was still ongoing. It's a case. It was an ongoing case, and they're just now getting through the thick of it. So he might be out for a while. So plus that doesn't.
So
It's not a good look.
is not good.
Yeah.
And so that
Absolutely.
I think that really hurts them when it comes to the wide receivers because I can't remember if they picked up
I
any
don't
wide
disagree.
receiver. I know they lost
They just
D-Hop.
got rid of Sky Moore.
They did just get rid of Sky Moore.
Dang, that was my locker partner. Shout out to my dog. That's unfortunate. Anyways, here's where I think you might have to change your mind. You got to think Hollywood last year was hurt majority of the season.
He's not on there
he's
anymore.
back, and they traded Hollywood.
Hollywood Brown is on a different team.
I'm pretty sure he is, bro.
Hollywood Brown is on
They traded Hollywood.
I don't know if they traded him.
Oh my god!
I thought he only signed a 1-year deal with them last year.
Yeah, but he was hurt the whole year.
He might be on there still. I might be tweaking. Yeah, he's still on there, I think.
Okay,
They say he's there.
And Hollywood is a phenomenal receiver. So I think I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, that's a 3-headed monster right there you have to deal with. Worthy, Hollywood, and Travis. So I think it'll be okay. But I still don't think they're gonna get the Bills this time.
Do you think their run game will be better? Or okay?
I mean, they've just paid some old linemen, so maybe.
They also lost their Pro Bowl lineman.
That is true. I don't know.
Pacheco, he wasn't looking very good at the second half of the season. even though he's a dog.
He didn't play the whole first half. Though,
I know. Hey,
He hurt his ankle. We
hey,
got injuries.
I'm just
we got
telling
injuries
you what the
galore here.
eyeballs seen. Okay,
Okay.
he didn't look good,
Understandable.
but I followed it up with he's still a dog.
You did.
So, and they got
Respectable.
and what's his name filled in perfectly when he wasn't there.
Kareem.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt.
I guess I'm only defensive because that's like the first team. I know all those guys.
I know.
They
Hey,
gave him a
look,
chance.
So
I didn't say that
I
they
might
were
be a little
gonna be
defensive.
ass. That's never gonna happen as long as
No,
Pat
yeah,
is
no.
the quarterback.
Right.
They're gonna make the playoffs, but they're just not as good as they were last year. If that's fair to say.
I agree.
By
And
the way,
I think it's
go
gonna
ahead.
be like another Tom Brady situation where sometimes he's in, sometimes he's not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Tom Brady played for what, 21 years, 22. I think it's gonna and won 7. I think it's gonna be like that. He'll definitely have some down years, and it might be this year. You might be 100% right, but I think he'll find that mountaintop again.
Fair enough. How
Oh yeah. By the way, Scott Moore went to the 49ers.
he did. He should do
Good for
good
him.
because they don't have a lot
Yeah,
of
that's why.
wide receivers right now.
That's why I brought that up. Yeah.
But
Good for him.
Julius,
Yeah.
no, before
Sure.
we started, you said that you were starting to get back in to the NFL.
I'm trying to. My girlfriend's from Philly, and obviously she's
Oh,
one of those Philly fans. Yeah.
she was going crazy when they
Oh,
was
I
winning
thought
last
you were
year.
gonna hop on the bandwagon.
He probably is.
Oh, that's
Oh.
crazy.
Tell me, but why do you guys do
That's
you
a
not
paid
rate them
problem.
whatsoever?
No, their fans suck.
No,
No,
no.
I'm sure your girlfriend is awesome.
They're nuts. Listen, I'm dating one. They're nuts. Without a doubt.
Because
They
you
are.
Do not
They,
show her.
they don't know how to
do not
win.
Show her
They-
this episode.
I'm sure she's
Huh?
great. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Do not
That's
show her
fine.
this episode.
She knows. She's fully aware.
But like before last year, and they're kind of in the same boat as the Dallas Cowboys when it comes to this year's our year.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
win
Oh.
it this year, and then they don't. But then they finally did last year, so good for them. But that is the most annoying shit ever. Even when
Yeah,
they suck,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, "This is our time." It's like, no, bro, you stink.
When we get to soccer, there's a million teams like that, honestly. And actually, funnily enough, last year there was something in the water. A lot of teams that had never won before won multiple cups, competitions last year. There was something going on. So
That's fair.
I don't know.
So, is there any questions you have that maybe we can answer as you're trying to get your way back into this?
As I get back into it, who should I be watching? We've talked about the Chiefs. We've talked about the Bills. You mentioned the Lions. I remember watching some of the games from the Lions last year. Their offense was crazy. It was very exciting. I like them a lot. But who else should I be keeping an eye on?
So
I
I
don't
have
It's
get
a
about to be
team.
a hot take for me. It's
Yeah.
about to be a hot take for
Both
me.
of y'all. What's up?
I have a team. It's
Go
not
ahead,
my
James.
team. I'm not about to do that. I'm not finna plug myself, even though I should. But I think a fun,
Better than
exciting
me.
team to watch would be the Washington Commanders.
Yes.
I was gonna say
Okay.
that.
Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels is a dog. They
He's a
just
beast.
got
Yeah, I remember him.
They just got Debo Samuel. Hopefully, Terry McLaurin stays, but he might not. That's the whole thing. They got great defense, so they're exciting. I think you should watch them if you get the chance because they're pretty fun.
Yeah, I caught a couple of their games last year, and I mean, I think it was the Eagles that knocked them
Yeah.
out in the playoffs. So I remember watching that game as well, and I mean, they are a very, very exciting team as well. With was he a rookie last year
He
or?
was.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, and then he was already like kind of because he's a scrambler as well, right?
Yeah, he can be. Yeah, he definitely is.
So, I mean, I used to watch a lot of football and basketball back in like high school. So he reminded me, this is going to be a bad comparison just because
I know who you're gonna say.
my knowledge base. Yeah. Where am I going to go?
I'm gonna say
You
Michael
tell me.
Vick, aren't you?
Yeah. I
We
was
all
going
know.
to say, I was going to say minus the dogs, but, apart from that, I did like Michael Vick as a football player. What he did in his personal life, I ain't here with, but, But who else?
Okay,
Yeah.
So I got I got two teams for you. So the first one,
Talk to me.
this might piss James off, but the Bucks.
Okay.
No, the Buccaneers.
I'm from Florida.
Yeah.
So fair.
Yeah,
So,
I like the Buccaneers.
The reason why, because one, Baker Mayfield has been growing on me so
I
much
love Baker
lately.
Mayfield, bro.
He's definitely like at least top 10 right now.
Okay.
And then like his team around him, he's got good receiving core, and then he also has Mike Evans, who's a freaking 1,000-yard receiver all the time. So if you want to see great offense, I think the Bucks is good to watch. And then, dang, what was my other team? I had two teams.
And just a
Come
quick
back to me.
aside, yeah. I mean, Bucks could work because I mean, I could get there in like an hour and a half and actually catch
Go
a
to their
game.
games.
So,
You
who
see,
knows?
you see
You're
a lot
willing
of
to
them,
do that.
That's good.
You
Yeah,
drove
yeah.
6 hours
As we
to
talked.
Atlanta to watch a soccer match.
I did.
Okay,
Something wrong
this
with
one
it.
might be left field too. The
Uh-oh.
Falcons.
That's
Okay.
a rough one.
Okay, listen.
I'm with you.
If quarterback play is good, Falcons.
Why? Well, okay. That's a big if. No.
Okay, that's a huge if.
It is.
Because we don't know what the quarterback situation is currently.
Well,
right?
Penix is the starter.
But he is officially. Penix was electric in college 2 years ago. And then I think he has a great arm. He has at least two receivers to throw to. Bijan Robinson's a freaking animal. And their defense is completely slept on. Completely. Because their defense is pretty damn good.
And they added more pieces.
And they added more pieces. So I think the Bucks and the Falcons.
Okay.
Those are
All right.
just some sleeper picks. And then obviously you got your popular ones like the Ravens and stuff like that. But
I was gonna throw the Ravens in there for one of mine.
Why the Ravens?
and if you just want to see a dub, yeah. If you just want to see a win, watch the Steelers because they're just gonna win.
The Steelers are just gonna win. Very confident of that, are we?
Yeah. They're gonna go 500.
Is
Over
that
500.
winning?
Yes, that's a winning
I mean,
season.
not losing.
I feel that. I get that. But like they got an old man as the quarterback, and he's not no Tom Brady old man. So I don't know. It could be wonky, but they find a way to win.
I'm not gonna go there. You don't like A-Rod, so I'm not gonna go back and forth with you.
But he didn't even play well in the Jets, even though he's hurt. I'll give you that. He was hurt, but he played the whole season last season, and he was not good. No offense to him.
Okay, I'm gonna let you have it. Okay. Okay.
He didn't say this team, even though he's basically living right there. Another team I personally like to watch, man, because their quarterback is nice. The Broncos.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a great call. I didn't think of them as a sleeper is my thing. That's what it was. I didn't think of them as a sleeper.
They're a great
Oh,
team to
yeah.
watch. Bo Nix is nice.
Their coach is an asshole, but he's a good coach.
Let me get a little nerdy here for. Let me get a little nerdy here for a second. Bo Nix, great reads, and he really knows how to manipulate defenses and his anticipation on routes are through the roof. Like I could be running a dig, and he'll throw it before I even get there, just out of anticipation. And I think that mixed with Sean Payton's knowledge is honestly phenomenal. That's why, like, I didn't even think to say the Broncos, but like that's legit perfect because he's freaking. Bo Nix is that guy. I ain't gonna lie, he's that guy.
Okay. I got a lot of homework I gotta do now. At this point, I gotta
Hey,
watch a lot of games.
Hey, you got options.
Are you-
You just got options.
Yeah.
listen, on Sunday, just tell your girlfriend I'm busy and they cut the TV on, bro. And you got all games to watch.
She gonna watch it with you. As long as
said
the
than
Eagles
done,
aren't on.
It might be hay watching, but we'll see.
easier said than done, bro.
Come on, bro. Y'all know my wife. She's crazy.
But she watches it too.
That is true.
Her
That
husband
is
is a what?
That
Does she get too amped? Is that why, or is it just
Oh,
Oh,
no.
bro.
But
she
she'll
starts
rock her
vacuuming
Chiefs.
in the mid?
No. She's locked
Okay.
in. She'll watch her Chiefs. She's a Chiefs fan.
Okay.
And her college team, she's from Nebraska, so her college team is the Cornhuskers, Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yeah.
And she's like she put in our phone calendar that like she typed in their game so we can watch like their first game, and she's gonna be on Nebraska out. But
Bro,
yeah,
she be,
my wife knows football, so it's good. It's good.
but don't let him lie to you. She definitely be over there extremely amped, going crazy.
If I'm
When it's-
playing,
When it's her team, she be regular amped. And then
Okay,
when he's
that's-
playing, she
she's
be on a
crazy.
whole new level, bro. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. People hit him too hard. She want to get on the field. It's crazy, bro.
If I'm open, don't get the ball. Don't hit the ball. I've heard all the stories. I don't hear her. I've heard stories. She's crazy.
I've been right next to her before and had to walk away.
Like, I don't know her.
You don't have to share any personal experiences on that one. That's crazy.
Now, if we go to a Chiefs game, then it's different.
She gonna be trying to find Taylor Swift. She gonna be trying to hop her over the fucking gate to get
Be
to the lot.
besties.
And she's
No,
a
Trying to be
Swiftie.
besties.
She's not a Swiftie. She's not a Swiftie.
Good.
Boy, she
Okay.
she gonna be on the field trying to figure out why are you playing so bad.
She gonna be like now since I'm a free agent. She's like, you should be playing. It's more of that type of deal. You should be. You could have made that catch.
Well, I'm like, you would have caught that. I already know.
Mhm. I'm like, I know, babe. I know.
Fair enough. All right. Moving
Shout out
on.
to wifeys though.
Oh, sorry. Moving on to the big topic of today.
Ooh, go, Julius, go.
As you all know, people listening at home, me, Breon, and Cody have chosen teams to follow in the Premier League. Breon has Liverpool.
Put your L's down.
Man, just because this dude picked the best team. Nah, let me stop.
We'll get into it.
So, Breon, of course, has
You were there when I picked.
Cody has Newcastle. I have Aston Villa. And as you can see on this man Julius's chest, he has Manchester City. And before the podcast, I said that there are rumblings that your boy is kind of on the outs and looking at other teams. Man, how you feel about it? They said Holland might be going somewhere else, maybe, potentially.
Okay.
What position does he play?
Striker.
He's a striker. He's the big Norwegian
He's the
guy.
big
He looks like a Viking.
yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
like 6'5" or some shit.
Probably. He's up there.
Got the little tail in the back.
Yeah. So, okay. I'm a Manchester City fan. Before that, I was very much into Barcelona. So, I have a lot of biases when it comes to Real Madrid. I'm not even gonna try to front. Real Madrid do this. Real Madrid are the type of team where they have a lot of connections with reporters to create these stories and try to create links to try to either draw attention, see if the player is interested, or to try to create a diversion while they actually go for somebody else. So this isn't the first time that I've heard that Haaland might be going there. I highly doubt it. He just signed like a 10-year contract. His dad played for Manchester City as well. So I think he's a lifer, honestly. I would be surprised if he leaves. And if he does leave, playing under the coach that he plays now, I think he would go to Barcelona if they can figure out their financial situation at any point. But I really doubt it. Or it would be a crazy swap. We would have to be getting someone amazing in return.
So
That's just like a. Sorry to switch gears again, but like the basketball trade, you'd have to like get like a Luka Doncic for an AD. Gotcha.
In Real Madrid, if it were true, who knows? I mean, right now during transfer season, things, especially in these last couple of weeks, before the deadline comes down, there might be some crazy moves. It's possible. I highly doubt that could happen because there is another striker on that team on Manchester City that could possibly take his place, but I just don't see it. Real Madrid do have pieces that maybe we would be, interested in. I mean, they have Mbappe, but the links are saying that he wants to go over there to play with Mbappe, so I doubt that would happen. And they just acquired him. Um, I could see Vinicius maybe leaving,
Ooh, I was thinking that too.
and Rodrigo as well. Rodrigo we've been linked with
Everybody
actually.
is trying to get Rodrigo.
Yeah, yeah. So Real Madrid right now they have a problem where they have three left wingers, and they're trying to fit them in three different positions. Two of them don't want to play in, essentially, and that's why they weren't that successful last year.
Because it's if
So
Vinicius and Mbappe really can't, they don't play well together at all.
they don't. They do not. They
And
do not
it's
gel well.
crazy because they're both good as
Wait,
hell.
why?
They both play
Is
left
it
wing.
that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and Rodrigo is also a left winger, but because Vinicius has been there for so long and he's so nasty with it, like they've kind of forced him out to the right wing, and because they've been winning, he was more than happy to be a team player. But at this point, he's saying, "I'm ready to leave." And honestly, I think they just got a new coach as well, and they're kind of eager to push him out. I honestly think, Cody, you may not like this, but I could see them going for Isak. I think if Liverpool can't land Isak, I could see Isak because at this point we'll get into it more, but he's really on the outside looking in. He's made several comments over the last couple days, and I think he did like this long post on
I read
X.
it.
Yeah, saying that there was a handshake deal, and they're not honoring it. We've seen that a couple times this transfer window, where players are basically threatening to strike if they don't get the move that they're looking for, or to get the new contract that they're hoping for. But I could see Real Madrid going in for him, and I think that would make more sense than even Liverpool.
So let me ask you this:
Mhm.
if I'm just backtracking again, I always
Mm.
do. If say worst comes to worst, and
Yeah.
your striker, which is like you guys' dog apparently, right, an all-star.
Yeah, he's great.
If say you're wrong, right, and he leaves, are you guys screwed?
I don't think we are. We've acquired some really good reinforcements over the last like 18 months.
James thinks otherwise.
They're not
Possibly.
screwed, but that's a lot of goals you're not getting
It's a lot of goals.
next year.
So for context, because you guys are getting into it now, he started 3 years ago. I think this would be his third or fourth year. And immediately he came in. He's been known. He's only maybe 24, 25. He's still fairly young, but he came from Germany, and in Germany he was breaking records. He played for a team called Borussia Dortmund, and he was tearing it up. So as soon as he landed here in Manchester, he broke every single record. Oh, damn near
Damn.
every single record in his first year in his debut season. He got, I think it's more than 50 goals between all competitions.
Jeez, in 1 year?
In 1
He's a
year.
monster, bro.
Yeah, within the league, I think it was
Oh
like
my
35,
gosh.
36, and then
Mhm.
in the Champions League, he tallied them up over there as well. So I'm not saying that it wouldn't be very detrimental to our season, and that's why I don't think it would. I don't think we would accept it. We have a tendency to, if a player says that they want to leave, we let them leave for the most part. That's how Pep Guardiola functions, and he's always been like that. And he's been known to push people out. In his Barcelona days, he's pushed out some pretty big names because they just weren't gelling with the system that he was trying to put down. But I just don't think Holland. I would be shocked, but it's possible.
'Cause
It
look,
is
man,
possible.
I've seen clips and videos of him striking the ball without when it's quiet. It sounds like a shotgun blast. Just the
Jeez.
way
He's
he's
gigantic. Yeah.
gigantic.
So he's just a 6'5" freak.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
With
Probably
the
runs a 4.2.
No,
It
I don't.
fast as hell.
Is he fast?
He's so fast.
I don't know.
He's so fast.
You know more.
I'll
than
send
me.
you some
You
clips.
know more than me. Hey,
I'll
I'll
see you
send
some
you-
clips.
you know
I'll
more
send you
than
some
me.
clips.
You know
I
I'll
more
send you
than
some
me.
clips.
You know
I'll
more
send you
than
some
me.
clips. Don't worry. Yeah. That's what's surprising about him is that he's not the most technical player. He's not going to do the craziest flicks and tricks like an Mbappe or like a Vinicius would do, or even Isak. Isak is a very technical. He's also very, very tall, super quick, but he's a lot better on the ball. He's a lot more technical. You know, he's very lanky. But with Holland, he's not super technical, but he's fast. He's fast as hell. He just needs the provider
that
to
makes up
put the
for
ball
something.
in the right place. Yeah.
That Isak situation is pretty freaking crazy if you ask me. Because we were talking about this the other day, and I don't. And Cody agrees. But we don't understand why he doesn't just play. I understand that he doesn't like the club and they broke some promises or whichever.
Yeah.
But like, play it out, ball out, and then next year everybody gonna want you because Newcastle definitely don't want him now. And it's just like you wasting time, fucking around.
Here's my thing with that, bro. Being a professional athlete, right? Anything can happen at any moment.
Yeah.
Is what we're thinking in our heads. So if they say, "Oh, I will only play," if you sign with me, I will. You will only play the left side if that's what you want. And then I'm like, "Oh, that sounds perfect. I love the left side. I'll play the left side forever." And then I get to training camp or get to this, and they got me in the slot. They got me in the backfield. They got me on the outside. I'm like, that's not what I signed up for. Now, if I go, like, I could be a man about it and go up to my whoever's like, hey, I thought I was only playing left side. It's like, oh no, you're stuck. It's up and it's stuck. Now that's where I have to have pushback and be like, nah, that's not what I signed up for. You know what I'm saying? So me thinking as a professional athlete, and I just dumbed it down completely. Who knows how many more deals he had on the table to get him there, and those promises aren't being met. Yeah, there's a point where like, nah, I'm not gonna play for this organization. That's why you got someone like Michael Parsons who's not playing right now. You know what I'm saying? He's waiting it out.
Fair enough.
I could see it in that sense of like, nah, I wouldn't play either.
Fair enough.
And he's not
You
the
got me
only
doing
one.
all this stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, and
I wouldn't
in
do it.
fact, his international teammate Gyökeres, who just signed for Arsenal, was in a similar situation like maybe a month or two ago with his team over in Portugal. He played for Sporting Lisbon. Um, and it was the same sort of thing. They had a handshake agreement that when they they have something called release clauses, basically. That if which is basically the interested team just have to pay a certain amount, and they can go straight to negotiating with the player, essentially, um, to buy them out of their contract with that team. So Gyökeres just did the same thing where he said, "I'm not playing for you guys anymore because you're not honoring your agreement." So maybe that's where Isak is getting this from. Maybe he thinks, well, it worked for him, and he got his move eventually. So maybe if I stay here, and just refuse to play and refuse to train, maybe maybe they'll actually send me over there. But I think he showed up at training camp. Just within the last couple of days, I saw something where his car was headed into training camp,
That
and
man ain't been nowhere near them.
no,
He
okay,
been, he been training in different facilities this whole time.
he did go back to his old team, the team that he was
Sociedad.
with before Newcastle. Yeah, Sociedad.
He been training there the whole time, and anywhere else he's been, if he was training there, it's because they was on the road.
He probably just forgot his cleats. Came back there.
He said, "Are they gone? Let me use my code, see if it still work real quick."
Yeah,
Right.
That's all it was, bro. He wouldn't. We
So
know
they
we too
lock
busy
him out.
over there. We was tying with James and them. That's all it was.
That was a boring ass game. They probably needed him in that game too. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
they definitely.
Yeah, when your
needed
team
him.
got that red card at the end, we did need him.
They needed that red card, dude. He had a breakaway goal right there. There was nothing but green grass, and my
So
man
we was
said,
finna win.
"I'm taking one for the team." took his legs out.
Hey, I'm mad at it, but I ain't mad at it. You know.
Hey, took one for the team right there.
Listen, bro. Put your L's down, bro.
Okay, hold on. In context of Liverpool kind of put Newcastle in a bad spot because the person that they were thinking about getting to replace Isak was Ekitike, who you guys just signed. And he's like,
Hey, I've been watching, man. I've been watching.
And he's been
got the
nasty.
app- I got
He's
the
been good.
notifications.
He's been really, really good. But now it's getting so late in the window that even if they were to sell Isak, Newcastle would be in trouble. They wouldn't have a striker either. And as we saw in that Aston Villa game, they can create chances. I think they look better than Aston Villa. No offense, James, but they made a lot of chances, but there wasn't the big man up top to put those goals away. They played one of their wingers in the 9, and it just wasn't working. They should have won that game, but they
did.
They were missing their star player.
They didn't.
So what you're telling me is we need to beat Tottenham for the other striker.
Tottenham is killing me, bro. It's Tottenham.
Whatever.
You can say Spurs. You can say Spurs. You can say Spurs.
Oh, the Spurs.
No, they ops anywhere right now, so I'm not gonna say their real name. They trying to get my striker that we trying to get to replace Buddy, and I don't like that. So I'm disrespecting them right now.
That's fair.
So you tell me we need to get him basically right now. Or
who's this guy?
What's his name again?
Are you talking about Wissa?
Yes.
Yeah. Wissa was good as well. Wissa was on a team called Brentford. Well, he is actually currently, and he's kind of doing the same thing as Isak. They're all kind of throwing little hissy fits and
so it's a new trend now.
Doing strikes,
it's trendy.
basically.
It's trendy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
hey, I'll take him.
He's forcing a move. Yeah.
Gosh, I'm sure you'll take him. You're about to lose your best striker. Your only striker.
I'm already listen. What's one of the most famous sayings in the world? We lose them how we get them. Just saying, bro.
Hey, look, my team is in trouble of losing their striker as well.
Damn.
What is his?
We'll take him.
Watkins.
Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins.
Who's
interested in Ollie Watkins? Remind me.
Yes. Who also showed interest? This motherfucker who keep putting up the goddamn L.
I knew it.
Them too? No, I haven't heard that rumor.
I don't
know.
Y'all
need to relax. You guys won one league.
It was. I know somebody. I know they were like
trying to win it all, baby.
He could potentially
earn him money.
He could potentially move. There's people that are interested in him because he's pretty good. Even though
he's fantastic.
He pulled a Darian in the Aston Villa versus Newcastle game and shot the ball right at the goalie.
Damn. I'm snitching.
The stray is crazy.
My fault, Darian.
The stray is insane.
I didn't mean it.
I'm saying him the episode.
You did mean it. You did mean it. That's the thing. You did.
As soon as it go up, I'm time stamping in there, adding them.
That's crazy. How dare you? But so,
how dare you? Never mind.
There's one thing I wanted to bring up that I thought it was. I'm learning now is that this transfer is slimy as hell. These teams are willing to
it can
bribe reporters to create storylines that don't exist.
You didn't say that. I didn't say that. I just say they
allegedly
have a lot of connections in Spain.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
Allegedly.
I forgot you even say that. Way to go backtrack to that because that was actually insane. And it makes me think, what other leagues do that?
It made me think to the NBA and NFL be doing that. Like what?
Exactly. Like you just blew my mind with that one. I was like, wait a second. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world. What other teams are doing this?
And so,
I mean, it happens though because they get into the ear of a journalist and they say, "Hey, listen, we'll give you a good scoop if you can print this story and link us to this one player, and maybe it'll work. Maybe we'll get that player." Maybe it'll just be a distraction while we poach somebody else's striker, or
that's like
whatever the case may be.
Social, like psychology. It's something to do with psychology, bro. Like a psychology social experiment that like it's a hit or miss.
Because if
Think
it
about it, bro.
misses, it's not a big
Actually
deal. But
Yeah.
How many
Yeah, but if it
times-
hits, it's like told you.
How many times have we heard, "Oh, he's a headache in the locker room. He'll never fit in here. This is not going to." But then you hear stories of his teammates like, "Oh, we love him. He's a great person. We would." And like, wait,
Who's
And that
right,
happens
right?
all the time too.
that's not adding up.
so the reason I was bringing it up is because I'm terrible with the names right now, but I know Arsenal just snagged a person from
yeah.
Tottenham that Tottenham like really needed, and they did him dirty as hell. I can't remember the name if you know what you
Eze.
Good.
Eberiche Eze.
Eze.
Yeah. So the thing with Eze
Wait, what
is that
happened?
okay. You want to tell him?
You probably tell better than me.
So Eze had already been linked to Arsenal. Arsenal,
Who do you play for? I can't remember.
he plays for Crystal Palace, who they just beat.
That's crazy.
In the
Not
community.
Got
the-
that shield, boy. Anyway,
But Eze has had. He's coming off like a crazy 6 months where his team beat Man City in the FA Cup final. Then they go ahead and at the beginning of this season beat Liverpool. And then they just played Chelsea and they drew.
they did.
Which honestly, again, Eze scored an amazing free kick goal. I encourage you guys to go back and look at the highlights if you haven't seen that game. He scored a
Yeah,
great goal, and they got him on some technicality, something to do with a different player that was too close to the wall that was supposed to be blocking the goal, and they disallowed the goal.
I read about that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the rules, supposedly. I've never seen that ever happen before. But so Eze had already been linked to Arsenal, and people have been asking him on the street, reporters. They've asked. In fact, when he won the Community Shield, there was a clip going around of a fan saying, "Hey, Eze," like as he's going, like walking to get the trophy because they tend to walk through the stands before they get the shield. And they asked him if he was going to Arsenal, and he just kind of gave like a little smile or whatever. So actually, it's honestly Tottenham that kind of came out of nowhere and was like, "Oh, we're actually interested in you too," and because Arsenal have a tendency to kind of drag their heels on transfers. Some teams move really quick. For example, Liverpool. At the beginning of the summer, they just started buying. They didn't buy anybody last year, so they had money to spend. But yeah, it's warranted. They were great, and I honestly, despite my love for Manchester City, I think Liverpool are going to win again. But
Don't do that.
no, I do.
Gas
No,
him up like that.
no. I'm being realistic. Before I even met you guys, I was saying I think Liverpool are going to win again. Legitimately,
You're
yeah,
telling me West Ham doesn't have a shot?
brother. You guys lost to like Sunderland.
Who is we?
One of the
That's
teams that
Toza's
just-
team, not mine.
Oh yeah, it's Toga. Well, hopefully he didn't buy a jersey yet.
Damn.
No, for real. They're in trouble as well. But back to the Eze situation. I'm not surprised that Arsenal are doing that. And also those are their rivals, Arsenal and Tottenham. They have a very strong rivalry. One of the best rivalries probably in England. So I'm not shocked that they came out of the woodwork and snatched them up.
Damn.
Yeah.
You think it was out of? You think it was out of? Oh, you just said it. I was about to say, do you think it's out of spite? But you just said they needed them.
You think
little
Tottenham
bit of
came out
both.
of the woodwork out of spite?
Possibly, because I think they need reinforcements as well. They had a guy named Son who just went to I think LAFC
Yep.
or
LAFC.
Is it LAFC
think
not
so.
Galaxy? Okay.
Actually, I'm not sure. No.
He went to one of the LA
He went to
teams.
those two, yeah.
And he was a very pacey left-sided attacker, and that's exactly what Eze is. Eze is more of a creator. He's not quite as fast, but he's lethal. So I think honestly, anybody who gets him, are really going to benefit from him. In fact, I think that could push Arsenal closer to finally winning the whole thing. But I don't know.
To stay on that. You said earlier you said you like Liverpool to win it all again. Is there any other teams that you like and that have a chance?
I get to talk about myself now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Hey, I
my
ain't mad at it. We've all done it. We've all done it.
So, okay, we're coming off of a really tough season last year. Our one of our star players, Rodri, who is like the defensive mid, basically the person that shields that back line from having to deal with any incoming attacks. We lost him to an ACL injury like really, really early on in the season. He had just won the Ballon d'Or, which I don't know if you guys are aware of what the Ballon d'Or is. It's almost like you're the player of the season, essentially.
Of all,
Journalists around the world go ahead and vote, and it's a very prestigious thing.
but it's like of all leagues
We
though. Like,
yeah, of all in the entire world of soccer, they
That's
vote for
fire.
one person. Yeah, and our guy won it. He's the first winner for Manchester City, um, and he went down like really early in the season, and just we after that we just were leaking goals. We were able to attack, but we weren't creating quite as much as we used to. We're a team who has been on top for a while, but a lot of the people that got us there um, got super old, and or injury prone, and it really came back to bite us that we weren't refreshing as regularly as we should have. But in January, we bought a couple center backs, we bought some attackers. Um, going back to the Holland rumor, we bought a guy named Marmouche who came from Germany as well, from a team called Frankfurt. He's a striker as well. Super promising. He had a couple like really nice goals last year. In fact, he scored from the beginning of the season in like September to January when we bought him for Frankfurt, like 19 goals. And then got like another 8 or 9 for us. So, yeah. And then we, just like Liverpool, we started spending a lot as well this summer. We got a couple of really promising midfielders. We got Tijani Reinders, who, if you guys saw the game from this weekend, he scored a goal and he set up that first goal for Holland as well.
who'd they play?
This Dutch. We played. Oh, why am I blanking now?
What a fan. Can't even remember.
I know, terrible. We played
Man, he
Wolves.
locked in.
You play who?
We played Wolves.
Oh,
played
y'all beat the brakes off them.
We destroyed Wolves.
It was like 6-0, something crazy like that.
It was 4. It was 4-0. It was
4-0.
4-0. But that's indicative to the fact that maybe we have gotten a little bit better defensively. Now Wolves, they're not the best team in the league by any means, and in fact, we got one of their players as well, a guy named Ryan Atnori, who's like a left back, and he looked really good. He had the most tackles in the game, and he was,
Not knowing.
he was closing down shop. And then we also got a really exciting player called Ryan Cherky from
I think I saw
Lyon. Yeah, from Lyon over in France.
So y'all just
and
retooled and ready to lock and load, huh?
Like
It was overdue.
You talking about how they bought everybody? It's like y'all bought.
y'all
everybody.
always buy everybody.
always buy everybody.
He said,
Y'all
whoa,
have been good for the
Whoa,
past
whoa.
5 years. I don't want to hear
We have, but we apart from Holland, we weren't buying established names. It really comes down to our coach. Our coach is,
Oh, Pep, what do you?
in my opinion, the best in the world.
Hey, don't do my
here we
boy
go.
like that.
Who? Your boy Unai Emery?
Nah, my man, who is he in the? He's in the Super League in Turkey right now.
Oh, Mourinho?
That's all I gotta say, bro. That's what he be doing. Mourinho's a goat. Don't do him like that.
He's great, but he's not the GOAT.
Okay, whatever.
It's really Sir Alex Ferguson
I was about
from
to say that.
Man United
I was
or
about to say that
Pep.
too.
Pick your poison. Mourinho's great. He won a lot with
But
not
it's
the
that
best team.
it's that I don't know who they were playing, but it was raining and a goal happened and he looked at the camera and he was like, and then he walked onto. I was like, that was kind of cold. Oh my goodness, I got chills. I was like, oh.
For sound bites, he's the best. For sound bites, he is absolutely the best. He has a very famous speech where he calls himself the special one when he first arrives in England. And that moniker kind of just stuck with him
The
forever.
special one is
The-
crazy.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
tough.
It is.
tough,
It is.
bro.
You need to go back look at old clips. He used to be the coach for Chelsea.
Okay.
When that Chelsea, he coached Tottenham. He coached
He coached a
Man
lot of
United as
teams.
well. Yeah, he bounces around a lot. He tends to burn bridges after
Seasons. Damn.
some limited success.
That's why
Yeah,
he's in
yeah.
Turkey.
Yeah, exactly.
He leaves and say y'all all ops.
I'm too good for this shit.
Yeah,
I'm out.
yeah, basically. But yeah, I really think it's between those three. I think it's Liverpool, Man City, or Arsenal.
We gonna get there. Just watch. Cody and me, we gonna get there eventually.
And when we 1-2, I don't want to hear nothing.
Not all of us pick the best teams in the league. This guy keeps
fair.
throwing up that damn.
That's fair. That's fair. Look,
That's fair.
I'll take the shot, but y'all were with me when I went through this process.
I randomized mine.
See, I ain't no randomizer.
I looked at the table and I was like, "Who's in the middle?" Aston Villa.
You guys both have great teams, though. I mean, I think I was the one banging the drum for Newcastle.
You were.
For somebody, because I mean, Isak is incredible. They have a really strong
Doesn't
midfield.
matter anymore.
No, give him time, relax. But back when he was in Sociedad, Isak wasn't the best thing ever. It's when he came to Newcastle, and actually he won them their first trophy in like 30 years.
Oh damn.
Last year.
He did have hella goals
That-
last year. I remember.
Yeah,
seeing
he
that.
went crazy. He exploded.
He don't
But-
want to be there.
But that's fine. Honestly, I think you guys should cash in. You guys also have very rich owners, and you have to sell in order to buy in this.
And he's
in
worth
this
a lot.
sport.
They want like $150 million.
The problem
Yeah.
right now is people are not trying to pay what we want for him.
Yeah.
The main problem. They would have been sold him if they would have met what they offer they want.
Y'all want that 150? Everybody's offering 130.
Yeah,
Need that 150.
which I don't blame him. I mean, he's worth it though.
He is.
If somebody tries to buy, like going back again to the Real Madrid thing, if Real Madrid want Haaland, they better pay. They better pay.
That's
They better pay like 150, 180. He's up there. Strikers are very hard to come by. And if you want one of the best strikers in the world, Isak or Haaland, you're going to have to pay for it.
I'm starting to see that, bro. That's like the main thing right now. They are extremely wanted and demanded, and everybody like, you know how this works: supply and demand. We got what you want, pay. Other than that, quit talking to me, bro. I don't want you want to talk about.
We
it.
don't trade around
Against-
here. We don't want we ain't got picks for you to give us.
Right.
You gotta pay the
None
money.
of that.
If
Exactly.
you ain't
And
talking
Liverpool-
money, I don't want to talk. Call you back.
Exactly. And Liverpool have shown this just this summer that they have the money to really to go after someone like Isak, and that they should be able to pay it. You guys have a new left back, a new right back, Frimpong that you got from Germany, Kirkes that you got from Bournemouth, who you guys actually just played. And we'll talk about that game because there was some fireworks in that game that we gotta talk about. Because despite me thinking that you guys are gonna win the whole thing, a little shaky there for a second.
Shaky.
But we'll get there.
Shake it.
We'll get there at some other time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
But you guys
yeah.
also just broke the transfer record for Florian Wirtz for like 12 or 130 million pounds or euros, whatever it
I
is.
should have played.
What's another 150, bro?
Exactly.
I should have
But-
played
Yeah, got
soccer,
it.
bro. I should have played soccer. Damn it.
So if you guys want him, you're gonna have to pay for him.
All right. With that being
Step into my office, Brian.
with that being said, step it. Like this FIFA, but with that being said, that has been another episode of Beyond the Blacktop podcast. Julius, I appreciate you being on the podcast.
Appreciate you, man. You're a natural, bro. You're a
It
natural.
was pretty fun. I hope you had a lot of fun too.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Hopefully
and
you
hope
can come
we
on
do it
another
again
time.
soon.
We could talk about more soccer because that was pretty fun.
You're knowledgeable, bro. You're
Very
knowledgeable.
knowledgeable.
I appreciate you guys saying that. Thank you.
So for those of you listening at home, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see y'all next week.